Yo, seeing Caligorn and Kragar walking in with the spear, bro, I'm a little intimidated. I'm a little worried here for these boys. When a warrior has a spear, dude, he's just going fishing for some whales, man. That's how you know it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be painful. But we got both Kragar and Caligorn in the team. We got us a Zekon over as a Richard Bishop Paladin. Sabo is enhanced Shaman. I like that monocle. It looks pretty good. I wish it was see-through, but it's not. But it's okay. We got ourselves Estarel, I think. I got it wrong, I'm pretty sure. Saya looking all goblin down, dude. Oh my, that looks so good. And sending them first. We got Jorim in the back. We got ourselves Leo. We got ourselves Plush. And we got ourselves Windwalker. Just a www dot fistoffury.com. I don't know. That's my joke for the day. All right, humor end. Oh, what is happening? STRL? I have no idea what your name, but that man might just be down for the ground. I feel like it's just, wait, he's up in the air. He's flying. He's trying to see if he can bombard Saya, but Saya may just take him here. It just, man, has got nothing real left. He just literally airborne, mid-air. Not much you can really do in that situation. Saya with a bit of regenerating the Scragger, trying to give him a bit of the honor duel. Oh, I am interested. This is gonna be fun. We're dueling, boys. Yes, we are, man. One of the least houses, could we be roommates? Sure, I'm down. Big roar out of Kragar with a Warbreaker. Got himself a bit of a Sparrow Frick, but it looks of it big defensive stance as he's leaping away from Saya. Bubble instantly for the Paladin. Hold on, that's a bubble, not for Barons or anything like that. It's just trying to bubble. It is gone. Saya tried to see if he can get away from Kragar. Kragar got Avatar, everything available. Technical, lots of damage available for this man. Stunner to Saya. Charge to follow. Try to see if he can get himself potentially a setup. Disarmed right after. Hodge to follow. Kragar has a trinket in case he needs one. Saya with a Searing Glare. Kragar could go for the parry. Would give him some defense. Got himself a bit of that reflect, though. I'm pretty sure still in defensive stance. Charging towards Saya. Quick fear. Breaks out of it immediately. Parry up for Kragar. Saya tried to see if he can back up out of it. He does have lay on hands. That's going back with a big spear coming in. Warbreaker does see the Shield of Vengeance. Is going to back up out of that. Man is under a ton of pressure. May need to go for Rallying Cry. He still has Dawnlight on him. Has to go for Rallying Cry. Trying to go for a stun to Saya. Trinket right after. It's going to be the one stun. Trying to pick up a little bit of health, looking to get himself a bit out of this situation. Next touch could be very, very deadly. Trying to see if he can back away from Saya, picking up a little bit of healing. At some point, you're just gonna have to have a go. You're just gonna have to have a go. Disarming Saya for just a second. Man's got plenty of mobility. Reflect now for Kragar. I think he's trying to see if he can potentially reflect the Hodge back at the guy, but he's just getting pummeled. Battle Master Trinket, Rallying Cries back up and available. Saya just got him pelted from a distance. Kragar left with not a lot of health to follow, and it's gonna be a stun trade. Oh no, I think Saya might just be able to take it here, right? Shard for Kragar, picking up a little bit of healing at the end into a roar. Avatar, everything available, does go for a Colossus Smasher to Saya. He just can't catch up to Saya at all. He's just getting kited out. And Saya should be able to, yeah, waddle out of there, peel him apart little by little. That is rough, man. The Paladin is just like, hey, you're charging the Paladin. You pop a slow, hand of freedom, just walking away from you. He has you slowed, but he can be slowed, and you're just kiting him out. He's playing almost like a, you know how hunters normally play into kite strats, right? Just run away, hit you from a distance, not really being anywhere near you, right? Just get as far away as possible. Caligor tried to see if he could pin down Saya, did a full spear, and everything is available. Lay on hands down. Caligor also taking a bit of that damage, fear onto Saya. But look at how much damage that this guy is taking with Saya feeling like he's just fine. Reflect up for a second, parry up for Caligor. He gives us a Hodge out of Saya. Does go for a Hodge. Searing Glare, trying to go for a kick. Does not connect with a pummel. Stun by Saya. Looking for the recovery. Hold on a second. This point, Saya's left with nothing. No bubble, no bop. And Caligor, this would be an opportunity for him to end this right here. If he can do it. Stormbolt on the Saya does have a trinket available. Colossus Smash into, I think, a single Mortals tried to take him out. That or an Execute. And now he has to find a way to get away from Windwalker, as the man just got him surrounded fully. Fist of Fury is going to be a knock-up onto Caligor. Goes in for a leap. It's kind of just blinking all over the place. Hard to track where the man is. Goes in for someone to Windwalker. At least stopping Fist of Fury, but you don't stop the kicks. Don't stop the punches. Massive demolish. Does a bit of damage. Fist of Fury is going to connect with a Rising Sun kick right after. With Zekon going to be up next, man. All right, starting off, I was thinking Arms Warrior were just going to be able to chop up Red Paladin in Europe or opener there, honestly. But I guess it Did they make the blind animation above people's heads more prominent? I feel like it's always been a little hard to see, but that was a lot more prominent. The blind with the pallet blind, that looked good. Unless the pallet blind never put up the animation above people's heads. But it looks good. Slicing wins on a Windwalker. Zeka does get kind of low with the stun to fall. I got him a bit of the Dawnlight. Cleaving down onto the Monkus as he's trying to see if he can charge back over to Zekat, forcing him back in. Got himself the Celestials helping out. Get him some cooldown reduction, which is going to be massive for him in terms of offense. But he may need something here defensively. Ring of Peace just to create himself some zonal action. Try to see if he can get behind the pillar, cast and vivify as much as possible. Limiter on the amount of self-healing he could really get. What is the self-healing elements for Celestial outside of like the actual big button ability? Does it have one? Because I know that that's going to be down for the monk, but the Shadow Pit does have like a big burst of vivify healing, like a giga burst to heal. Maybe slightly nerfed in PvP, but it's generally really good. Plus, trying to see he can have himself a go versus Zeka and secret technique, everything available. Got himself all the damage, and the actual Darkest Night should be proccing here very soon. As soon as the X of Zeka's head disappears, you should be able to make that next eviscerate crit for a ton of damage. That is going to be a plus, taking a bit of that dot damage, but doesn't have a Dawnlight. Still going to take a wreck around the corner, which is not going to feel good at all. Zeka spent on his mana completely, so the man is in a bit of a rough spot right now. Potentially a tough spot. Plus charges back in. Sap onto Zekon. If you can go for more of this finish rotation, he might be in a great spot standing next to the guy. Got himself the Shadow Strike. Flagellation. Full combo. Full burst on a push. Have some potential loss of damage. Bubble out of Zekon. Doesn't want to find out how hard that eviscerate is going to crit him for. And hopefully Plus does not send an eviscerate into that bubble, picking up the eye, blinding me. I feels like the animation for the blind is a lot more prominent. Is it me? Or is that... Have I just never noticed it, how prominent it looks like? It looks so good. DFA down. Zeka takes a huge hit with a cheap shot right after him. Not enough to take him down, into a trinket to follow. Cloak shot is for the rogue. He's got himself the clear go onto Zeka. Shield of Vengeance is available. And just try to see if he can back up out of there very quickly. Got himself a couple of Templars. Hand of Freedom with a pony, or rather the dino. Try to see if you can chase him. Plus does escape him without any dots. It's going for the quick first aid. As we're hitting that 34% dampening, Zeka also trying to go for a bit of that healing. With him spent on mana, and him actually kind of out of forbearance buttons except for laying hands. So he's actually very limited on what he can do here. For Plush, this could be his golden road to victory right now. Zeka try to see if he can get himself a setup. Disarm for a second. Laying hands needs to come out. Does get that lay. Rolling with a stone to Plush. As he pops on evasion, it's going to be able to dampen some of that holy damage he's taking. But it's still going to take a bit of damage either way, though. It helps him, but still going to take a bit of damage either way. It looks like you're not playing cheap death either. So it's gonna put you in a bad spot though. Oh no, I was thinking for a second like Feint with evasion should give it like 40% DR. That should be very solid. However, I don't really know if it's helping him that much. Actually, big missiles out for Jareem. Zeka is getting barraged down. Shield of Vengeance is barely gonna be enough to keep him alive here. Breaks through it very quickly. Just needs one more quick cast. Taking him out. With Arcade just getting quite a few new talents, especially the barrages that do like up to 70% more damage, that should be very solid. Saba with a trick and trying to see if he can keep the pressure onto Jareem, got the images up and running. With a knockback, does leap back over to him to reconnect. Is going to be shot him out for Jareem Sunder to get him out in the open. Ellie Blast right after, and Saba is the last one left over for the team one. With Jareem bouncing missiles back to back onto Saba, does get himself immunity to casting troops for a second. I don't know if it was for the precog or if it was just the just using the Spirit Walker's Grace gives him that immunity to cast. Massive damage over Jareem though, as he's looking for a poly. Altar time is available. I don't know how much more health he's going to be able to gain from that altar, but I think he's probably going to cancel it, right? Yeah, altar canceled. Does not want to reposition back towards that other side, but with our root totem around the corner, not letting you get any kind of healing, honestly, that altar might have actually been pretty good in that situation. He was just so far, it was like no way he's going to do it though. Barrage is down, have himself a bit of damage built up, trinket to follow, does have himself a reverse blink to get behind the pillar with an invocation pumping up for a potential big go. He does have himself arcane power. I don't think he'll be able to go for arcane surge, not at this low health, unless he maybe goes and uses it on the elemental. He might just be able to use it on the elemental though. Do you have the shields that give you like more? Oh, doesn't even matter. I was gonna say, like, do you have yourself the overcharged shields, or No, because I imagine overcharged shields, especially this fire mage, would be insane if you use it at the right time. Blind by Leo, try to see if he can have himself a proper go versus Saba. Looking to stun him completely, waiting for the proper stun before he goes in for the full burst, but Saba does go on the ground. As the stun comes out, he is immuning this entire big go by Leo. He's got himself the new version of buffed up Remorseless Winter. He gives him no mobility, but a ton of radiating damage. He becomes an absolute chaos, absolute snowstorm. And you want to get away from him as soon as possible. Saba being able to go underground does counter it pretty easily, but he's kind of just stuck, not able to really chase after Leo with that Ascendance. So that's a bit of his damage gone. He does have Ghost Pulse available. He does not have a wall for a while, so he might be in a bad spot. Leo, kind of limited on your stunts, however, because you can no longer do the Remorseless Winter stun anymore. You kind of have to use a proper stun outside of it, like a Strangulate or Frostworm's Fury stun in order to get a setup. So he's kind of limited. Is he just going to have to wait until Frostworm's Fury is back up and available? It might just have to blind her to Saba. He got him some Remorseless. Does he just have a go? He does have a go. AMS. He's trying to see if he can take down Saba. Look at the cost of pulsating damage. Saba cannot get anywhere near it. It is so much. But Leo slowed down to smithereens. He literally can't move when he's bursting. But he definitely needs some kind of like a stun and other ways to be able to hold Leo in place or Saba in place. So that is a top one. So his cooldown's are going to be down here for a little bit, but if he can roll up the next Frostworm Fury with the Pillar of Frost, he might be okay. For Saba, this is an opportunity to catch up to get Wall and potential Ascent back. He does have Lust, he does have Doom Wind, so maybe you can combine those together. If you can ever catch up to Leo, who's got himself plenty of runes, plenty of shit of ice around the corner, does have mobility as Lust comes out for Saba with the Doom Winds, but cannot catch Leo whatsoever. Maybe can use some Maelstrom from a distance, but Leo's doing a very, very good job buying himself as much time as humanly possible. Sunder, Stone Totem around the corner, does not go in because he still had this smidge, a small smidge of AMS on him to give him some magic protection. And Saba could be in trouble if he doesn't pre-wall this. Yeah, it's going to be painful. Maybe underground helps him a little bit. He has an escape. He can just use a gopher strat for a moment. With Leo actually canceling out his burst just so he can continue the chase. He's got himself the Riders, which are going to be a bit of extra damage. Saba actually being able to turn this around into Leo. Those Riders are not enough to deal with Enhancement Shamansman, because they got so much more damage to them. Plus, Wind Strikes have pretty sure they juiced them up by quite a bit, didn't they? Am I wrong? Oh, we're right. As he got himself a bit of that healing, Leo got himself a little bit of survivability here, coming back up little by little. IBF, he's still got Death Pact, he's got AMS available. He's just trying to see if he can deal with Saba. That Bloodlust Tempest, oh my god, there's so much damage. There's just so much damage. And he's got himself maybe a bit of mobility. We can just catch up to Leo for just a second. Roots around the corner, does it with the silence. I don't know what he'll be able to do with that silence, but he's trying to see if he can hold Saba back. Saba just in one big go. One good go. Does hit him with a blind trick and a follow. Oh, and Saba does claim it. He's not going to go down to these Frost Death Plates with a wintry goodness. Ain't happening. And Saba brings it back for his team. Well, like everybody got a chance to play. We got to go again here, boys. We got to go in a moss here. Plush and Craggle, let me know when you boys are ready. We'll just send it.